Welcome to The Short Score, your weekly update of roping news from around the industry, where you can find the latest on the sport from the pro rodeo ranks to the jackpot world. I'm Taylor Vollen, and I'm your host. Happy Saturday, ropers. It's Taylor Vollen, your host of The Short Score. Obviously, I'm bringing you a bonus roping.com tips episode today. Unfortunately, we have finished our Jake and Clay series. I know, I'm super bummed about it too. But the good news is you can actually go and watch all of those over at roping.com. The other good news is that I'm bringing you an audio clip with Trevor Brazile today talking about nerves. A common question people want to know is, even after $7 million in earnings and 26 gold buckles, does the king of the Cowboys, Trevor Brazile, still get nervous? And the answer is yes. But it's how he deals with the nerves that sets him apart, and he breaks it all down in this episode. This episode is brought to you by Resistol as part of Women in Rodeo Month 2023. Resistol has joined the Team Roping Journal, the Breakaway Roping Journal, BarrelRacing.com, and CalfRoping.com in celebrating Women in Rodeo Month to honor the ladies who drive the sport forward.
And today we're going to be talking to you about when did the nerves leave you, whether it be in the short round or big events. When do guys stop getting nervous? Yeah, one of my favorite questions is, when did you stop being nervous? And the short answer is never. Actually, it's quite the contrary. The more you win, the more you're expected to win. And with those expectations come new pressures. I was probably more nervous towards the end of my career than I was at the beginning. I think the biggest thing is learning perspective. Knowing that I've been in those situations and everybody likes to make them bigger than they are. I think that's the biggest mistake. They'll call them a do or die scenario, and I've not done, and I've definitely not died. So it's making them more, or making the situation bigger than it is, because I've lost and the world kept spinning. I've won, guess what? The world's still spinning. I mean, it's way better to win than it is to lose, but if you think you're gonna win and not lose, you got another thing coming for sure. But I think that's the biggest thing to know, that the guys that look like they've been in that situation a lot, it's because they have, and that's where the confidence comes from. And you can't dwell on the negative or think of what if, or make these negative goals to where don't miss. Or I think that's one thing I hear a lot, is somebody will tell somebody, just go do your deal, just don't mess up. I mean, and that is the worst thing you can tell yourself in a short round. You can tell yourself, go execute this, this, and this, and see this at the start, but subconsciously, there's only a few things you can think of, and they definitely don't need to be negative. So do yourself a favor, give yourself some positive goals, and go execute. And know that if you don't execute one time, it doesn't mean that you're gonna choke in every short round that you go to, and don't let that creep into your mind, because there's nobody, I don't care how many gold buckles they have or how many championships they've got, that we've all fell short in those high pressure scenarios, but the difference is it didn't define us. We kept going until the ones that we did execute in outweighed the rest.